Okay, so we're basically going to show you some exercises, some stretches that you can do for the tibialis anterior, which is the front muscle of your shin, okay, which is on the lateral side, which is right on the outside of your leg. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to kind of sit in this position, and you can just bring your toes up, okay, and you get a nice stretch in there. So you can just do that, and you hold it for 30 seconds. Okay. What you can do too is you can rotate your toes 3 times one way and 3 times the other. Some people might find this extremely sensitive, and if that's the case, you need to come see me because I need to release these muscles, and it's probably having a lot of issues into the feet as well. It could also create something called claw toe, which bring your toes to curl like this. So if you're finding that your toes are curling, it's usually because you have a really tight tibialis anterior. So and it could also create some serious pain in the toes and the feet. I'd like to also suggest, if anyone is having issues into the feet, that you can purchase a gel pad from like Dr. Scholl's or whatever. Like you can get it from Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart, and you can just kind of put one right here underneath your shoes, because if you have really thin and long toes, or if you have like narrow feet, and you're finding that you're getting a lot of pain in your legs, like tight calf muscles or tight problems in here, most likely it's because your toes are getting squished in your shoe and it's getting moved around a lot. So this little gel pad will really help to kind of keep your toes from hitting the top of your shoes, right? Because most people, if they have a wide foot like mine, like I have the I don't know how you call it, but I have more of a wider foot. So it helps me in my shoes, so I don't really get squished in my toes. So I have like straight toes, and I don't really have tight calves. But I do notice that people who have a very narrow feet and longer toes tend to usually get really squished in their shoes. So, and I know it's tough to get really tight fitting shoes for people who have narrow feet, but the more cushion that you have, the better it will be for your foot. So even if you can buy a whole insole to put on top of your shoe, like in the bottom of your shoe, so that your foot doesn't move around so much, that would really help. Or if you have an orthotic, you can add it onto that. I do know that the one here just goes right onto the instep of the foot. Should not affect your orthotic, but I think that the whole one would probably affect your orthotic. So if you are using an orthotic, try maybe talking with your chiro or your orthopedic person who did your thing, and ask them if it's okay to do so. Any questions about the toes, you can just ask me directly, or you can call the clinic. And yeah.